Hey family,
Hi guys.
it's Tuesday,
It's Tuesday.
so it's time for another short tip. And today's short tip is don't assume.
Don't assume.
Now, what do I mean by that? Often, there are things that we don't say. There are things that we just take for granted that our spouse just knows or we think they're supposed to know.
Yeah.
I was dialoguing with somebody on social media and they made the statement about an issue that they were having that their spouse said, well, if you don't know, then it doesn't matter. You don't know because you haven't said anything.
Yeah.
And so our tip for you today is don't assume. Have a conversation. If there's something that you feel your spouse needs to know, you need to tell them.
That's right.
Share it with them. Have a conversation. Because your spouse is not a mind reader.
That's right.
So you should share those things. It's important to dialogue.
Yeah.
It's important to get information. You do this on your job. You don't go about your daily activities with your employer without having a conversation, and you just do things haphazardly, and your employer thinks you should know, and you think your employer should know. It doesn't work that way. You have a conversation. There's some explanation that takes place. There's some clarification that may need to happen.
Right.
You need to do that in your relationship as well. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. You'd be surprised how many times we get emails from people asking for advice and, telling us about the issues that they have, emails or, private messages or even in person. And the first thing we always say to them is, did you have a conversation with your spouse? And a lot of times they'll say, well, no, they should know that already. Or I just thought that I didn't have to say that. But we can't assume that they know that. Granted, I know you, right?
Right.
And you know me. A lot of times he knows what I'm thinking. A lot of times I know what he's thinking. That just goes with the territory of being married for so long. But I'd like to err on the safe side and talk about these things and ask questions just in case. If I was right, then great. And if I was wrong, even better, because now I know what the truth is. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
We have to have a conversation. It will save a lot of headache in the long run.
Yeah.
A lot of misunderstandings can be avoided
Right.
if you would just let your spouse know what it is that's on your mind.
Yeah.
All right? So that's all we have for you today. Don't assume.
Right.
Have a conversation.
That's right.
That's all we have for you today. God bless.
God bless.